Hey everyone, since I'm back home, I'm gonna see if we got anything in the mail. I gotta go to the edge to get the mailbox key. It's nice not hearing the rattling and clunking and everything else in the front end of this. I even pushed on the both front corners, the passenger side and the driver's side corners, and you don't even hear it clunking or rattling like it used to. And that's all it needed was $200 and some in front end suspension parts. Because he said most of the suspension was replaced. He said that was the only thing that was not replaced on the front end of this. And I get it why the previous owner had got rid of the car, because the car is worth $7,000 and it needed over $3,000 in repairs. I've already put, out of that $3,000, I've already put $1,700 in repairs into this car. So it needs another, what was it, $1,300, and this would be I wouldn't have any more problems. But I don't think it's going to take another $1,300, because the oxygen sensor is less than, to replace them is less than $400, and the wheel bearings less than, with the wheel speed sensor is less than $400, so that's probably another $800 total. But I know these are good little cars. What I'm gonna do, because I don't feel like fighting with that stupid door code, is I'm gonna take my start thing off if I can. Well, here we go. So I can at least lock this up. Oh, what's my name? Go home and take plates out. No clunking, no rattling, no nothing. That is so nice. It's nice to know that the previous owner that had this car took good care of it. But you have to think, they had the car for 15 years, and then they got rid of it once it was close to 200,000 miles, because I had 185 when I bought it, and it now has 206,000. But it's nice to know that the previous owner put a lot of money and work into this car. Because they said, yeah, the front suspension was replaced not that long ago. They said, so most of the work that needs to be done is minimal work. But it is nice to drive this without the clunking and the rattling, and every time I would turn the wheel, it sounded like the whole front end was going to fall off. Now it's so quiet. Because the one I went to school with, he's the one that did the work on that. I looked at him and I said, if I knew it would cost more, I said I would have had you do it. And I said, he goes, it's fine. I said, yeah. I said, he goes, I know you would have. Because I told him, I said, if it's going to cost over $200, I said, I'll just buy the parts myself and have you put it on. Well, come to find out it was only like $200 and some, and it's like, yeah, I might as well just put it on a credit card and have them do it. Because it's nice to turn the wheel, no clunking, no rattling. But I'm going to stop it right here. Please like, please subscribe. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.